Hello everyone and welcome back to more to the edge of the sky. Yes, we are back for more, except we are still in chapters 1, phase 1 and 2 because as upon requested by you guys, we're gonna go back through these phases in order to do some of the other choices that we haven't been able to do or I haven't been able to go through, and just to see what would happen if we did those choices. So yes, I'm curious myself, so of course I'm gonna do these as well. I'm really happy to be doing this. So yeah, anyway, so last episode we basically finished off on phase 2, which ended up the mission went off without a hitch. We got our base back, except now there's like a lot of underlying dark themes going on here in terms of some of the characters that we met along the way and that we've come to learn from. So like we got a little bit more information on 4, kind of bit who he is, and some information on him, and as well some information we found out about 5 as well, and how he hates guns. And after that whole mission and the assassination of the leader of the Kairos leader that took over our base, he was sort of kind of really shaken up about the whole ordeal because he hates guns and he hates killing in general, kind of thing. I think, yes, he was really upset that the guy had to die. And yeah, so then there's this whole like moral compass kind of issue going on here, and that's where we left off in phase 2. So yes, now we're back. This is in phase 1 of chapter 1, and this is the part where what's it called? Yes, we were holding, or Zero was holding Magician hostage, or kind of keeping an eye on her, but then something went down with like Icarus and there's a whole commotion, and then in that time, that's when Magician started to retaliate, started to fight against Zero, even though, yeah, and then we kind of saw what was happening, and I think last time I said to let Zero handle it, like he got this kind of thing, because, he's capable, but this time around, we're gonna actually jump into the fight. We're gonna jump into the fray, yes. So let's see. Oh, and I should probably do this. Hold on. No, actually should, because okay, so what happened, what's the dealio in terms of my current situation with this game is that my previous save up until this point, oh, you know what, I should make a new save anyways. So this save was corrupted, I think. I wasn't able to load it. That's why I had to do this whole skip thing where skip all text instead of skip only red text, which it doesn't allow me to because I had to start a new game, and technically if I start a new game that means I haven't read anything yet. So yeah, so there's that issue. So in case sometimes if the text goes too fast or something like that, or accidentally skip over some shit that I wasn't supposed to, that's because I put my options to that sort of setting. So anyways, yeah, so reaching the Magician before she can notice me, I latch onto the Magician's arms. Hey girl, hey. I roughly pull her away from Zero, but reacting almost instantly, she jerks her elbow backward toward my stomach. Ouch. I catch it with my right hand, gripping her arm like a vice. Okay, cool, I got reflexes, so it's all good. The Magician turns and her yellow eyes narrow at me. But before either of us can make a move, her whole body shudders. Why, her eyes roll up into her head as she stumbles forward a few steps. Okay. What happened? Her body drops to the ground with a heavy thud, revealing Zero standing with one of her guns in hand. Oh, nice. With his finger around the trigger, Zero twirls the gun and grins at me. Okay. Hitting her with her weapon, nice irony. Okay, one could say literally. 3. Oh, 3's smug voice floats from across the room. Of course. Okay. I look towards the voice and see that everyone is watching us. The battle apparently won. Okay. 6 stands behind Icarus, restraining the Kairos operative's hands behind his back. Okay, so apparently, okay. I don't know if the choice I did last time and letting Zero handle it was necessarily a good choice. I don't know, because even though it said it was a premium option, instead of coming in and jumping into the fray and fighting her ourselves with Zero helping us, there was we find out a little bit more information on what exactly the Zero operative was, and we found out this whole, it's been known or rumored that it's the person is really unstable, blah blah blah, but we didn't really get much into it. That was just revealed to us when we did that option. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's more of like a character kind of info thing that we can get. So yeah, the gun isn't made of iron though. Yes. Well, no, that's can you not let me have one joke? Yes. I was like, Zero, it's not literally. Honestly, yes. No. Oh, come on, let the man live. Guys, talk later. We need to retreat. Yes. Yes, I think this is right. That's right. We don't know what High Priestess is planning or if this place is really empty. Okay, so there we go. So we got that choice. So we're gonna skip on ahead. I'm gonna go take on another choice up when one comes up. Okay, so let's go. Okay, man, I'm gonna have to probably come back to this, and I still don't really like the fact that I can't save on my choices. Well, whatever. The skip button's there, and it's pretty good. It's pretty efficient. So, anyways, here we are. I think the last time when they were talking about how they like fucked up and shit, and how this is really messed up, and we lost our base, and all that depressing stuff. I think we kind of jumped in and we were like, hey, it's no one's fault. We're only human. We have two options here that we can do now. We can either do it's Kairo's fault, they're the enemy, or it's not only you. We all failed Olympia. I think we're gonna go down the list. So we're just gonna do the top answer, and we're just gonna come back immediately, and we're gonna do the third answer before we kind of proceed on. So okay, so it's not only you. We all failed Olympia. It's not only you. Everyone in the room's eyes go to me, but I keep going. We all failed Olympia, all of us. But instead of wasting time trying to claim blame, we should focus on what we need to do to turn the tide back to our favor. Right. We could have done some things better, yes, but we can take all that, look at it as an example, and do better as we move forward. Yes! See? Learn from your mistakes. We have a duty to help everyone, and we can do that by fixing this mess. Right. There's a brief moment of silence, and I take the time to stare into each and every operative's eyes. If everyone really wants to argue about who's the guiltiest party here, we can have a whole debate for it later. Hell, I can even personally help set up the stage for debates later. But for now, we should just focus on the goal. Yes, Seven's right. Yes, we just need to take a step back and figure out how to fix this. Yeah, 9 chuckles. From the mouths of babes, yeah. Yes. So we got that. This moving forward is the same as we read last time. So we're gonna go back here just because this is the closest save I got, and we're just gonna go back. We're gonna zoom back to that point. So that's the last choice we did was here, and we're gonna go to the last choice we can make. It's Kairo's fault. They're the enemy. If you want to blame someone, blame the people who attacked us. Everyone in the room's eyes go to me, but I keep going. Yes, it's Kairos' fault. They're the enemy. They attacked us. They created this whole mess. We need to remember that and focus on it. If we let ourselves get distracted, then we've let Kairos win already. We can still fix this. We can still turn the tide. What we need to do is work together and not let ourselves forget what the goal is. There's a brief moment of silence, and I take the time to stare into each and every operative's eyes. Yes, we have a whole city and all our fellow operatives to save. So let's not let Kairos win the war before we even really begin to fight back. Yeah! Look at me with words of inspiration. Yeah, okay, anyways, there's that. I just want to see if I can load some of my older saves now, like up to this point. Can I? Yes, I can. What is this? Where was this? Oh, okay, this is great. Which means I can probably change this back to just red text. There we go. There, can I do that? Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's move on ahead and go to the next choices then. Okay, here we are in the next choice. This is where we were pulled aside by 5 after we set up our little plan, our game plan, and we're waiting on 0 to get back to us with like the clothes of the delivery dude so that 5 can infiltrate and disguise himself as and go into the base. So yeah, here we are. We're in his room. I think the last time we said I love the stars because it's so pretty and beautiful, but this time we're gonna say why are the lights off? Yes, but I turned to 5. Why are the lights off in here? I was staring out the window. Yes, makes sense. You can see the sky better with the lights off. Right. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Do you like to do that often? I like looking at pretty things. It's calming. Okay. So do I. Yeah, I like the stars. Are you big on aesthetics? Yeah, boy. It's all about that aesthetic life. 5 nods. Life is more enjoyable with beautiful things. True. I can't argue with that. Yes. There wasn't much of beauty in the wastelands, but the sky is something you can always count on for it. Yes, the sky is always there no matter what happens. Cause it's to the edge of the sky. Yay, game, what? Yeah, I see what you did there. What did you want to talk about? Yes. Do you want to sit on the bed and watch the stars with me? That sounds nice. Okay, but I'll stand. Okay, or maybe if we can turn on the lights. Okay, we can turn on one we can turn on a little more so it won't ruin the view. Okay. So there's that. We're gonna go back to that choice though. And yeah, and just come back and do the other rest of the options that we had. Okay, here we are. Last time we just did that. So we're just gonna climb on the bed for a better look. We're not gonna even tell him what we're doing. We're just so intrigued and so entranced by the stars. Yeah, so without thinking, I climb over the bed to get a better look. On my knees now, I squish my face against the cold window and look down. Bleh. Puffs of purple white drift by beneath us. The sensation that there's nothing below me makes me feel both nervous and exhilarated. I pull back, my heart pounding. I'm not used to being up this high. Yeah, it's like we're up in the clouds. I suddenly realize that Five is doing the same thing beside me, his face squished against the glass. Ah, cute. Realizing how close our faces are, on a bed together, in a dark room. Oh, come on, girl, stop that. I'm suddenly very aware of how inappropriate this might look to the other members. We're just stargazing, God. I hop off the bed, my cheeks heating up a little. Sometimes I forget I'm a grown woman. Five turns and looks at me. The sky looks much cooler this way, good idea. Okay. I nod vacantly, reminding myself that he is still a man. Okay, so, what did you want to talk about? Okay, there we go. So we can skip on ahead. We did all of our choices, and yeah, that was interesting enough. Okay, Hana. Oh yes, here we are. Ooh, this is all premium choices. Wow. Okay, so I think last time I said, can you tell me more about your class? I'm gonna go down the list again and just skip over what I already did. So we're gonna say, how do you feel about being a shifter? How's life as a shifter? Is it great? How do you feel about being a shifter? Oh, I like it. Okay, I like my class. That's good. You do. Yeah, well, if he didn't, then he wouldn't be one. He wouldn't be a shifter, right? It's fun to be other people, and it's fun to meet new people. Okay, I just don't like some parts of my job. Like tricking people. You're basically lying to them. Sometimes on missions like these, my job is to get people hurt or killed. Yes. Five trails off, seeming unable to continue. I can guess though. I take the initiative to get the conversation on a slightly different track. So what do you do on other missions that you like? Five's eyes immediately light up and I feel my heart squeeze a bit. Sometimes I get to help people. Okay, like sometimes they'll send me to give messages to operatives who are on missions, like now. Okay, or I get to free captured operatives. Ew. Sometimes I just gather information and bring it back to phase. All of that I don't mind. Right. It's scary, but it can be fun too. Plus, sometimes the others come with me and I know they'll keep me safe. I hope I get to do more missions like that. Oh, I hope you do too. Right. Maybe we'll get to do a mission together after all this is over. Yes, one that does not involve killing. I would love to. Let's look forward to it together. We have a lot of reasons to fight for, don't we? Yes. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. Aw, he's so cute. Could I have a hug? Yes! I'm still gonna hug him, but like before we get to that hug, because I know there's the option of whether or not we could choose to hug him or not, we're gonna go back and we're gonna do the other choices that we were able to get. So I think this is the closest save that I got because I at least anticipated it. So there we go. Where are we? Okay, so are you an 8 close? Are you an 8 close? You seem like it, yeah. Yes, very. Of course, duh. He's my best friend. Aw, soulmates. Aw, that's great to have. Aw, that's great to have a best friend on the team, right? How did you two become friends? It's a long story. I promise to tell you all of it sometime. Okay. But 8 and I were assigned to the same mission together. Oh, we fought a lot about how it should be done. But in the end, 8 and I both had to save each other. Aw, we got close in the hospital after. Aw, aw, you bonded in the hospital. I guess your beds are like side by side. It's like, well, we're both here injured anyways. We might as well. Oh, the hospital? Yeah. Oh my god, were you alright? Yeah, I guess. Yes, it wasn't that bad. Okay. But we apologized to each other and started to hang out whenever we could in our off time. Aw, this is cute. Well, I invited Abe, but at first he turned down my offers because he was always training or working. Yes, but I persisted and now he's my best friend. Aw, I can't help but laugh at how enthusiastic and cute 5 is about 8. I know! That's a cute story. I hope I can hear all of it sometime. We could hang out too. Yeah, let's go eat together when you're free and I'll tell you, okay? Okay. That's not a date offer, right? No, girl, does your mind always jump to that conclusion? Stop. Ah, well, I'm sure it's not. And Dr. Park did say to get closer to my teammates, so yeah, so go. Sure, just another reason for us to take your home back. Yeah. It's your home too now. I guess you're right. Yeah. We have a lot of reasons to fight for, don't we? Yes. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so we're gonna skip on ahead on that since we did all those choices. I think it's more so just kind of getting more, again, background information on the characters and getting to know them better. Again, not necessarily, I guess, a choice that would affect outcomes, perhaps. Hopefully not. Good. Anyways, yeah. So yes, so here's the other choice I was talking about. We said hug him the first time. We're gonna say don't hug him because, you know, he shouldn't get the wrong ideas. But I'm like, girl, that's just you being weird about it, okay? It could be a platonic hug. Don't hug him. I'm not, it's not okay. Oh, look how disappointed he is. Ugh. I start to reply, but then I hear the pressure of the airlock opening. I begin to step back. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit ahead just because I know at this point Zero walks in on us when we hugged each other and then he got a little weird about it. Okay, let's see what happens this time since we didn't do it. So I begin to step back. So 5, I got your... Oh, no. I step back and turn to face Zero. He stands there looking back and forth between 5 and I. Never mind. He just walks in on us because we're alone in a room in the dark near bed. God. I greet him with a smile. Zero. Oh, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes. Okay, so I guess never mind. Never mind. I remembered wrong. Anyways, so that means we could just skip on ahead on that and go to the next choice. There we go. So this is our next choice, which I'm really surprised. Wow, we're in phase 2 now, and I didn't realize we didn't get that much choices at the beginning, but I know for sure we got a lot of choices in terms of talking with 4 later on. Anyway, so yes, I think last time I said check on 0, and this was part of the premium choice, but we're gonna go back and we're gonna check on 5 again after he's done changing. Okay, check on 5. Ooh, we get to see him how he looks here. Yes, this was in the preview, and we didn't really get to see that just because I didn't choose the choice to like check up on him again once he changed. So when I turn back on 5's OFV, I'm surprised to see him actually casually wandering the corridors. God, I can't read. This time dressed differently. Yes, clearly. He must be looking for Rasuke. 8's voice comes over the comms. Hey 5, don't forget that guy will be looking for you. Yeah, you were a delivery guy at first, but now you are technically an operative. Ugh. What do you think he'll do if he comes and you're not there, right? Speed up the pace, will you? Yeah, 5's voice comes in a playful whisper as he peeks into an empty room. You worry too much. I know what I'm doing. Okay, it won't be good if I look like I'm in a rush. Right? You gotta be chill, you gotta play it cool. 5 continues striding down the hall until a woman comes into view. Oh, it's a different lady. Hey, yes. 5 stops in his tracks. Ooh, sup? Where are you headed? What do you want to know? Nice dodge. That hair? What about it? Something shifts about 5, but I can't tell what it is. The woman's body becomes noticeably more relaxed. Oh, it's those pheromones. You're... Oh, Phoenix, right? Oh, look at his eyes! And look at his... Oh, that's... There he goes. What's it called? Oh, and the rain thing again. Oh my god, the rain just has a mind of its own. Yes, Phoenix, right? Yeah, he's using his Augs. Yeah, so? I've heard about you joining recently, but I thought you were down at Phase HQ. 5 shrugs. Things are pretty chill there, so they sent me here. Why'd they send a kid? I don't know. Do you think we can't handle it? Do they think we can't handle it? 5 shrugs again. Hell if I know, right? I'm just doing what I'm told. Probably just wanted more ground covered. You think I'm gonna question the freaking boss? Well, you got a point there. There's no doubt a rookie questioning her would annoy the boss. Yes. Just be careful. These aren't bureaucrats like Phase HQ. Yeah. Highly trained deadly operatives, blah blah. The OFV moves a little unsteadily and I narrowed my eyes. Oh, did 5 sway just then? Or did I just imagine it? Yes, I heard that Augs take a lot out of you. Yes. We all know by now Phase is a giant pain in the ass. Heh, that's right. So keep your wits about you. Alright. I don't want to see more unnecessary deaths. Well, 5 gives a brief nod and the woman finally walks off down the hall. 5 keeps striding along as if nothing happened. You did well, 5. Yeah, of course. It was mostly thanks to my intel. My suspicions were right. It looks like Kairos really does know all their members. Oh, who cares about your suspicions right now? I'm sorry. Aw, he's really worried. Just, that was scary. Everything could have ended right there. Aw, I can't believe you're so calm. Well, he's got to keep a level head. I'm not really, but I trust these data. Naturally. Okay. So 5 enters another hallway and peeks into another room. His voice comes in again as a whisper. Found Raske. Okay. No enemies seem to be around either. Okay. I'm going in now. Okay. Without waiting for an answer, he steps inside the room. Raske! The medical lab. This is where Dr. Park works. I wonder if she's okay? I don't know. A blonde man whips around to face 5 immediately. 5 removes his mask. Sergeant Raske. How did you find me, Kairos Worm? You have 5 seconds. If you do not give me a good enough answer, I will not hesitate to break your neck. So they let this guy wander around, really? Or like what? Was he being monitored before that? Or did he escape from somewhere? Please don't hurt me. Okay. I'm a friend, yes. And I have a message for you. A message? From whom? From friends that want to take back your home. Prove it. Yes. 10 knew you'd say that. They said to tell you that you still owe them for that broken table in their room. They also said they'd kill you if you messed this up. Hess sounds like 10. Alright, so maybe I believe you. What's the message? 5 takes out a small data device and holds it to Raske. Alright, Raske glares down at it before quickly grabbing it out of 5's hand and going over to a nearby computer. Is 4 here? He's in a cell somewhere, no? Raske glances at 5, looking suspicious as ever. No, he left to go find a way out of this mess. Really? People's just... what? I assume that he is healed enough. I had no intentions of stopping him. Oh, alright. So he wasn't, like, locked up somewhere, I guess? After tapping at the computer for a bit, Raske quickly reads whatever he sees on the screen. However, I will locate him and pass him the message. You should leave before you put us both at any more risk. Yes. Thank you. Alright, 5 gives Raske a slight bow and heads for the door. 9, I'm going back to the cafeteria now. Okay, good job, 5. Alright, you've done perfectly. Thank you. Okay, I'll shift again and try to stall the leader as long as possible. Just be careful, alright? Yeah, that guy didn't seem very friendly. I'll be fine. I can make friends with anyone, remember? Ah, that's cute. I'm drawn out of my visuals I was watching by a sound. Okay, the sound of footsteps falling against the hard floor. Okay, for a moment I almost panicked. Yes, okay, so we can skip on ahead. And, or maybe I can just load my save. Or, you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. Maybe I might skip over a choice that I totally forgot on. And yeah. Yes, I did. Yeah, I figured I would have. But anyways, this is the choice that one of them pops up before the whole questionnaire with 4. It's whether to hug him or not hug him because we're so happy to see him. But last time we said hug him, but this time we're gonna say don't hug him because, you know, I don't think he would appreciate it, I guess. Olympians don't seem accustomed to touch like drifters. And besides that, 4 of all people would probably throw me off. Probably. Well, he was gracious. He would kind of like pushed us off, not like threw us off, but you know, instead I run up to him. 4, are you okay? Yes. Aish, what's with you? Okay, there we go. So I'm fine. Alright, so I look him all over, searching for signs of the wound he suffered. But then my eyes land on the large black briefcase he's carrying. Okay, and I think now I'm remembering it. It's that other choice where it's like we were talking about guns and shit. Anyways, let's get to that. There we go. So last time we said we were gonna talk about those things, and this time we're gonna say stay silent. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about those. Although I learned many horrible stories, I'm not sure if I should be giving my opinions about them. To my surprise, it's 4 who speaks up instead, putting down the briefcase for a moment. Oh, dangerous weapons don't belong in the hands of entitled idiots. Okay, so he'll say his 2 cents anyway, and instead of us kind of going on with our own shit. So yeah, I'm gonna skip on ahead then. There you are. Okay, so this is a premium. I guess this, in terms of like the, what's it called? The CG, the art. Yes, it was the premium part, but this is all like, what's it called? Regular choices that you can make in terms of like the normal game stuff. Yeah. Anyways, what did we say last time? How are you really? Got any advice for a newbie? This is going to sound really weird. Oh, this is what I chose. This is going to sound really random, but and here we're like, do you have a sweet tooth? Okay, so we're gonna say, how are you really? There's one question that immediately comes to mind, one that I absolutely need to know. How are you really? Like, you did get shot and had to get right back into the mission. Ford glances at me just for a second before his eyes go right back to the scope. He's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. See, I told you. The medical team patched me up before everything went to shit again. Okay, that's great. Not the shit part, but you get me. Yeah, you get me, right? Right, yeah. How did I not think about it before? FaZe must have the most top-of-the-line medical equipment in existence. And beyond the physical? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Getting shot at is part of the job. Okay. Ford slowly looks back at me again. And before you ask, I'll talk to Dr. Sadik about my feelings when we're done with the Blue Wings. Okay. Dr. Sadik? Ford is quiet for a moment, and I can only guess what he's thinking. Oh, is it like a therapist? I mean, the psychiatrist of the organization? She's the head psychologist, yes. Anyway, we're supposed to come in and talk to her after every mission and every injury. Oh, that's great. You'll be seeing her too after this. Okay. Oh, good to know. Thanks. Yeah. So there's a psychologist who takes care of everyone's mental health. Well, it's good. I didn't even think about it before, but it makes sense. Right. With jobs like this, everyone would be breaking left and right if they didn't have some sort of mental help on hand. We quickly fall into silence again. I can hear the others discuss directions in my ears. Okay, there we go. So I think at this point we're gonna skip all the way to the premium choices where it's like, you know, we can find out a little bit more about him. But before that, we are going to ask the last question we can ask him. Where the hell am I? Was it here? I hope it is. No. Man, I'm just gonna have to like skip on ahead from here. Jesus. I should have saved it for him. But anyways, whatever. You won't see it. It's just gonna be jump cut. Okay, we are back here. So this is the last choice that we can make, which is, got any advice for a newbie like me? Got any advice for a noob? There's one question that immediately comes to mind, one that I absolutely need to know. Got any advice for a newbie? Ford doesn't say anything. He's probably gonna be like, don't do anything like rash or harsh, you know? Although he continues to look through the scope, he does seem to be thinking about my question. Trust that your team will back you up. Okay. Especially if you're about to do something that will get you hurt. Okay. I nod along with his explanation. Makes sense. If you can't trust people on your team, who can you trust? Got any more words of wisdom, oh great one? I quip and surprisingly he snorts with laughter. His laugh is quiet and restrained. I get the sense he's keeping himself in check for the mission. Yeah. Still, I can't help but feel pleased that I managed to make 4 of all people laugh, right? It's a good accomplishment. Yeah, I got some. Don't let 8's cat into your room or you'll have a layer of fur over everything for weeks. Aw, gotcha. I'll make sure to keep him out. Well, why don't you just buy a lynch roller? Solves everything. We quickly fall into science once again. Okay, so there we go. So we can definitely skip on ahead to the other choices, which is here, which is all this premium choice here. Wonderful premium choices. So I think last time we said, what do you do in your downtime? And of course he likes to nap and sleep. But let's go down the list anyway. So do you have any family? Do you have any family? I do. Parents and brother. Yes. What about you? You got anyone? I do, yeah. Though there's someone I haven't seen in a long while. Our twin brother! Which we'll get in touch with like a couple of seconds later. Ford doesn't say anything to that. At the thought of my family, I suddenly don't feel like saying anything more either. Yeah, it has been a long while, far too long. My heart aches at the thought, but there's nothing I can do about it, so I push it all down and focus. Whatever other questions I might have are quickly... Nope! We're gonna come back to them. We're gonna go through all of them. Yes. So I think this is where I can... Yes. There we go. So we are back here again. I just had to like go back to the closest save I can get, and then we're gonna go through all this again. And do you normally do your missions like this? Yes, this is gonna be let's interview 4 while he's on mission. 4 looks to me with a little frown. Like what? Walking around on some rooftop with your partner to get a good shot. To get a good shot in. Sometimes, yeah, I only get partners for team missions. Oh, I see. So do you usually do team or solo missions more often? Solo. I fight back a frown. It's a little frustrating, but sometimes 4 answers with just 1 or 2 words, other times he gives me full sentences. Well, that's just how he is. And I can't quite figure out what thing will get what kind of answer. I make a mental note to try and figure out after we're done. We're done here, yes. Maybe even when I get back in my bed and we know that everything is perfectly fine again. Whatever other questions, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna go back once again. I think there's gonna be only one more question. There we go. Yes, so if you weren't an operative, what would you be doing? And I said, jokingly, and I don't know, maybe it's true, that he would be a producer. Okay, so I decided to throw him a what if sort of question. If you weren't an operative, what would you be doing now? 4 remained silent. For a second, I think he didn't hear me, but then his eyes split over to me. I don't know. Oh, I never thought about doing anything else. Oh, really? Never? I'm too... what? No, never. Oh, I feel my stomach twist almost painfully. He's too... what? I want to ask more, but the tone of his voice lets me know that he's not willing to go any further into the topic. He's too jaded. He's seen some shit that he can't unsee, you know? We both fall silent again, and though the air between us feels tense, oddly enough, it's not uncomfortable somehow. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's the last of the questions here. I must skip on ahead to see if there's any more choices that I might have forgotten. But other than that, yeah. So that was the last of the choices, you guys. There we go. There you go. Those are all the things that we can possibly explore in terms of the latter half of phase 1. Or no, phase 1. And then over into phase 2 as well. So there's, yay. Okay, that's interesting. That's a lot of it has to do with, I guess, character, like, background and, like, plot. Not really plot, but, like, yeah, just character background information. Just we got to know a little bit more on, like, 4, a little bit more on, like, 5, and I think that's basically it. Those are the only 2 characters that we really got to know all that much. And then the other choices are basically just the what ifs, like what if we like checked up on 0 instead of like 5, and what if we checked up on 5 instead of 0 kind of thing. Yeah, so basically there's that. We got a little bit more to see what was happening on 5's end in terms of like, I guess it was in the preview for the previous, like on the ending of phase 1. Yeah, it was in the ending of phase 1 that we got the little sneak peek on phase 2, and we saw all that, how like 5 looks different and he's talking to Rosuke about shit and stuff like that. So yeah, we got that cleared out. So yeah, anyways, there you go, guys. Tune in to the next episode of To the Edge of the Sky for the next chapter and phase of whenever that may be. But once that comes out, for sure, again, I will jump on it and we can continue on this story because it just really only got started. And yeah. Hopefully I didn't miss out on anything, any little like Easter egg bonus kind of little slight change in terms of like, I guess, you know, how these choices, usually when you make a different choice, it would carry on, like the change would carry on into like certain scenes, but only like slight changes. I don't think nothing too major would change in terms of like here and these choices, but hopefully in the future, once we get into more like heftier choices that would actually affect outcomes and shit like that, then hopefully I can go through with them. But again, as I said before, it's really hard because again, I can't right click and save on the choices, so it's like I'm still sad over that. But anyways, whatever, we will work it out somehow in the future. That's for like future talks. Anyways, so again, thank you guys for joining me on this episode. Hope you enjoyed going through the choices like I did and got to see a little bit more on the characters. And yeah, I will see you guys in another Let's Play, but for now, bye!